with a pumpkin latte?
Why, thank you, Doctor. That's very kind of you. I'll have the ham and cheese toastie. Could I have a hot chocolate instead? One with marshmallows, no cream. Oh no, it's the T-Rex from Deep Breath! Run! Run for your lives! Did the doctor just swear? I mean, I know he said fridge, but it sounded like he was saying something else. Well, that hilariously doesn't fit. Yes! I knew Ruby Sunday would be in the Christmas special. Oh, this is wonderful. Oh, that has made my day. I'm so pleased Millie Gibson was in the Doctor Who Christmas special this year in 2024. Oh, that was just so amazing. I do not see how this special can get any better. I mean, it can't get worse, can it? No. Just... no.
Of course you are. You're drawing.
No. Hello everyone, I'm Tim Bradley and this is Bath! To be fair, that was me showing more of Bath than the Doctor Who episode Rogue ever did. Anyway, it's time for the Robot Revolution, the first episode of Series 15 of Doctor Who. Let's check it out!
Thank you. You could fold the paper and save it for later, but never mind.
Oh. Yes, I've got one of the certificates too. Look, right here. You can see my name on the certificate as well. You know, I'm sure nothing bad will happen when getting a certificate like this. I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Let's put in the camera.
Forget I said anything. Let's just move on, shall we?
You will come with us.
What if I don't?
You killed the cat! What did that cat ever do to you, Robot? I mean, that's just shocking. Cat lovers are going to hate this Doctor Who episode, I'm sure of it.
You won't see me.
Except we clearly saw you, Mrs. Flood. I mean, you know, you can't lie to us, you know. I mean, why would you tell us that we didn't see you? We did. Actually, now I think about it, I've got some theories as to who Mrs. Flood might be. You know, She could either be Susan, or she could be Sarah Jane Smith, or she could be Romana, or she could be River Song. She could be Missy, or the Mistress, depending on how you look at it, or she could be the Rani. I think she might end up being Susan by the end of the season. I could be wrong, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Attention, citizens of Miss Belinda Chandra 1. Be warned, no help is coming.
Is that supposed to be Megatron from Transformers? I mean, it looks like Megatron. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it's something else. Oh, my mistake. It's the Borg from Star Trek. Gosh. Russell T Davies seems to have a thing for the Borg in Doctor Who lately. First it was in The Legend of Ruby Sunday, now it's in The Robot Revolution. Who would have thought it? And if you want my general opinion of The Robot Revolution as a season opener to Series 15 of Doctor Who, well, I can definitely say it was better than Space Babies. I don't know if it's a good episode, but it certainly sets things up in terms of the mystery regarding Belinda, and hopefully we'll get some interesting resolutions on that as the season progresses, particularly when we get to the two-part finale. I mean, it seems to be exciting and mysterious, so let's hope it's all paid off well by the time we get to the end of the season. Hello everyone! Happy Easter! Well, as a Doctor Who fan, how could I resist reviewing one of the most unique Doctor Who products ever made, the Lux Soap Bar? Alright, let's check this baby out, shall we? As you can see, this soap bar is blue, just like the TARDIS. Neat, isn't it? Just to point out, there is no reference to the Lux Radio Theatre that was in the 1930s, because this soap bar apparently was made in the 1950s. Now, when you use this soap bar, it goes very well when you use it, but unfortunately it gets complicated and bizarre as you use it more, which is very annoying. This soap bar, the Lux soap bar, it tends to repeat elements from the Devil's Cord. You probably might have noticed when using this soap bar that the Doctor and Belinda are changing their clothes to be in the 1950s, just like the Doctor and Ruby changed their clothes to be in the 1960s in the Devil's Cord. Apparently, when using this soap bar, it contains a godlike entity, just like there was a godlike entity in The Giggle with the toy maker, and a godlike entity in the Devil's Cord with Maestro, and as there was a godlike entity in The Legend of Ruby Sunday Empire of Death with Sutekh. Russell T Davies seems to be obsessed with using godlike beings in Doctor Who nowadays, doesn't he? It's a shame that when using this soap bar that the Doctor and Belinda weren't cartoons for very long. It would have been nice to have seen a third of this soap bar with the Doctor and Belinda as cartoons. I mean, it would have made it much more tense and interesting, wouldn't it? When using this Lux soap bar, it makes you break the fourth wall. Literally. I mean, that happened when the Doctor and Belinda broke the fourth wall. And it just makes you go, what's going on? What is happening? Just to go off on a tangent, if you're in a group of Doctor Who fans and you're sharing your favourite Doctor Who stories to one another, there are more great Doctor Who stories other than Blink, you know. I mean, there's the Caves of Androzani, there's City of Death, there's Genesis of the Daleks, there's Black Orchid, my personal favourite. There are more great Doctor Who stories other than Blink. I'm just saying. And when you use this soap bar, apparently you can make a cartoon character become a 3D character. You can use the soap bar to change a Ghostbusters logo to become a 3D character in the 2016 Ghostbusters film. Oh dear, did I just mention the 2060 Ghostbusters film? And of course, when using the Lux soap bar, you know, you can have a bit of Mrs. Flood in it as well. I mean, I didn't mention this last time, but Mrs. Flood could be Clara, couldn't she?
I'm Mr. Ring-a-Ding, I make your heart bell sing. Please don't make me laugh, just take my autograph.
I mean, that Mr. Ring-a-Dink cartoon character, he reminds me of someone. Maybe using the soap bar might clean him up a bit, just to see who he is.
God will keep me safe, as long as I do his work. Ooh, that felt good.
No, still not clear enough. Maybe if I just rub it a bit more, might be a little bit clearer.
If I'm not mistaken, that was an official warning from the Secretary of State for the Environment. He doesn't get up early for fun, you know.
No, still not getting it. Maybe just one more for luck. Oh, and the right side up this time.
Sure. What does it need? I know it needs something desperately, but I can't figure it out.
Ah, that's where I thought I heard that voice. It's the guy from Spy Kids, Alan Cumming. I should have realised that. You did the changing clothes thing last week, as well as in The Devil's Chord. In fact, let's do a comparison. This is The Devil's Chord.
Like a sound you hear that lingers in your ear, but you can't forget.
This is Lux from last week. And now this is The Well. Also, don't think I didn't notice that you were playing that Britney Spears song in that clip from The End of the World.
Baby, can't you see I'm calling?
There's no getting past me. Also, how did you know what to wear when you got outside? I mean, those astro suits that you were wearing, I mean, you could even attach the helmets when you got outside in those suits. I mean, look.
Touch! Oil seals! Oh!
Also, no one questioned you when you got outside, and no one questioned that there was a big blue box aboard their ship.
I hope you don't mind. My name is the Doctor. This is Belinda.
We're just popping in, really.
Alex!
Seriously, did no one question you when you got outside and with the TARDIS on board? I mean, were you invisible? Was the TARDIS invisible? We haven't even passed the opening credits yet.
Explain yourselves. Immediately.
Oh, now you're questioning who they are? You took your time to do that, didn't you?
Let's just click it on.
Yeah, there you go. Stop.
It's okay. I'm a nurse.
A nurse who can't fly. That's against the law.
Well, we have different laws. But you're right. It should be the law.
That's actually rather clever. I like those things that they use to talk to Alice. I wish we had something like that today, you know, to talk to people who are deaf, as well as those who use sign language.
So what, this is the seed well, yeah?
This is where they first dropped the mercury lines and drilled down.
We are standing by a wishing well. I'm wishing for the one I love to find me.
The old man, 400,000 years ago, what was the planet called?
It was called Midnight.
I've been here before.
Oh, seriously, Russell? Really? You're making this into a sequel to Midnight? One of the Doctor Who episodes that you wrote that's loved by everyone, but not by me? Actually, thinking about it, I actually enjoyed The Well more than I enjoyed Midnight. It might be one of the best episodes in Ncuti Gatwa's era so far.
Tim!
What?
Tim!
What?
Listen, behind you! You look!
Nice try. You're not fooling me.
Was he carrying this?
And another couple to the list. Mrs. Flood could be another Doctor. Or she could be the TARDIS herself. Or she could be the Midnight Creature. Who's to say? And if you're wondering what that picture was that she was showing at the end of the episode, it was that device the Doctor was using to take readings whenever he and Belinda were trying, when they were trying to get to Earth in May 2025. It's not very clear, I know, but here's an enlarged picture of it.
Delivery for the Doctor.
It's the Kaplan Man! It's the Warwick Kaplan Man!
You're just making sounds now.
Kablam! Yes, that is my favourite episode out of Series 11, and it's my favourite episode out of the Jodie Whittaker era altogether. And I've got the Target novelisation. I need to check this out. I really love Kablam. It's probably my favourite Doctor Who story by Pete McTighe. Praxis, it's not as good as Kablam, but it's better on rewatches. Mind you, Praxis was written by Pete McTighe and Chris Chibnall. Not that I'm blaming Chris Chibnall on that regard, it's just that it's not altogether by Pete McTighe. Is there any other Doctor Who work that Pete McTighe has done over the years?
Hello, Tegan. Tessa? It's been a long time.
Oh yes! He did the mini-episodes in the Blu-ray box set traders for classic Doctor Who, including The Passenger with Sarah Sutton and Janet Fielding. Oh, I really enjoyed that one. Yeah, so he has contributed significantly to Doctor Who, Pete McTighe. I wonder, is there anything in Lucky Day, the latest Doctor Who episode that he's written, that will make me happy?
In fact, she's even been inside it, and I'm going to ask her to introduce herself.
Hello everyone, my name is Ruby Sunday.
Here's to you, Millie Gibson. Great to have you back in Doctor Who. And yes, this is Coke.
Yeah, I'll have no, I'll just have a Coke.
Classic.
Am I your boyfriend?
Well, let's just see how this weekend goes.
Oh, that's nice. Ruby found herself a new boyfriend. Good for her. Wait a minute, hang on. I've seen that guy somewhere before. Where did I see him? I'm trying to remember where now.
Miles beyond the sea, I was darkness bound, I had almost drowned, till you came around and you found me.
Oh yes! Yes, I remember where I saw him. He was in the 2023 live-action remake of The Little Mermaid. He played Prince Eric in that. Yes, that's where I saw him. Oh dear, Ariel won't be pleased. It's okay, Ariel. There's plenty more fish under the sea.
Tell me everything.
What you having, Ghost?
Hang on, yeah, just the same again, please.
Wait a second. Is that who I think it is?
Oh, the generator's supposed to kick in. That's weird.
It is! It's Paul Jericho! The guy who played the Castellan in Arc of Infinity and The Five Doctors.
With all due respect, Lord President, your regeneration has not helped your stubbornness.
Wow. I'm surprised he didn't say not the mind probe in the episode.
The streets here. Oh, there's more of them. They're in the village right now.
We'll take the helicopter.
I need an analyst. Jordan, with me.
Shirley and Bingham! Oh, good to see you again. It's been a while. I miss seeing you in The Legend of Ruby Sunday and Empire of Death.
I would do, boss.
Nailed it.
Cameron, what are they talking about? What the hell is going on?
We're a think tank.
Oh, Snow. Oh, seriously? Really? We're doing this again? The Doctor Who companion getting an evil boyfriend cliche? I mean, this has happened in the Big Finish audios of Doctor Who. Now it's happening again in Lucky Day? I mean, in fact, Pete Mackay, he did the same thing in Kablam with the, the potential male lover ending up being the bad guy.
I've had to listen to your stories for weeks now. Put up with your insecurity and vanity. Listen to your tedious piano solos and get smothered in lip gloss.
Doctor Who, seriously, you have a problem. You need to stop doing the evil boyfriend thing. I mean, I'm just thankful that Rory married Amy and he didn't turn out to be the bad guy. Shrek?
Hey everybody! Oh, how are you all doing?
Shrek, what are you doing here?
Well, I heard I was in this Doctor Who episode, so I thought I'd come and see it for myself.
Shrek, I don't think you are in this Doctor Who episode.
I'm pretty sure I am. My name is in the episode synopsis. Look, see? There it is, Shrek.
Shrek, that's not Shrek. That's Shriek. Shrek is spelled with one E, not two E's. So, I don't think that's you.
Nevertheless, I'm keen to see what I look like in this Doctor Who episode.
Are you sure it's you, Shrek? I mean, because you might be a little bit disappointed.
Nah, I'm sure I'll be great in this episode.
Shoot it!
Oh.
Are you sure that's you? Because I didn't realise you had a big monstrous form in the episode, and you like to attack people.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not me. That's somebody else. I wouldn't do things like what he did in the episode. I'm out. Where's my donkey?
Who are you?
Oh, I'm the governor. And it's your lucky day.
I've come across a theory that Mrs. Flood might be a relation of Sarah Kingdom from the Daleks' Master Plan. Or she could be Sutek. Again. In fact, let's check this list of theories that I've put together on who Mrs. Flood might be. She might be Susan, she might be Sarah Jane, she might be Romana, she might be River Song, she might be Missy or the Mistress, she might be the Rani, she might be Clara, she might be another Doctor, the TARDIS, the Midnight Entity, a relation of Sarah Kingdom, or Sutek. I like to think the Susan payoff from the previous season would happen in this season, but the more I see Mrs. Flood, particularly at the end of Lucky Day, she does come across more as a villain than as an actual good person, so I don't know. It's a bit, I'm not really sure what to make of Mrs. Flood now, but I'll just have to keep on watching, won't I? I'm half and half about Lucky Day as a Doctor Who episode. I mean, I was hoping for this to be a happy romance for Ruby Sunday, but it didn't happen like that. It changed halfway through the story. I mean, the second half was pretty gripping, mine, but it wasn't what I was expecting. I mean, why couldn't this have been a happy romance story?
You can't have that, Tim.
Why not? It happened in Circle of Time, Autumn.
Yes, but that's classic Doctor Who. This is new Doctor Who under Russell T Davies. Remember?
Maybe that's why many people don't seem to like the new Doctor Who series nowadays. At least this Doctor Who episode was better than 73 Yards from last year. I mean, the story was clearer and the ending was pretty gripping, so to speak. You see, when I think of a story title like The Story and the Engine, I think of this. Sadly, I don't think Thomas the Tank Engine is going to have a look in this Doctor Who episode, as much as I would like that to happen. Incidentally, happy 80th anniversary, Thomas! Funny that. This year is the 80th anniversary of Thomas the Tank Engine, and it's also the 80th year of VE Day. Interesting connection, that. Where was I? Oh yes, let's check out this Doctor Who episode, The Story and the Engine.
2019, a great year.
Yes, 2019. It was a good year. It was a very good year. Especially for me in terms of going to conventions and seeing movies. I found 2019 a very good year before 2020 happened.
I'm not human. I am an evolved life form.
Evolved life form? Doctor, why didn't you say to Belinda, I'm not human, I'm an alien. I can travel in time and space. In fact, I'm a Time Lord. I mean, evolved life form? That was a weird way to say it.
It's the first time I've had this black body.
Wait, first time? Doctor, wasn't your first black body technically Joe Martin? I mean, I know you don't remember your time as the Fugitive Doctor, but that was before William Hartnell, wasn't it?
Go on, Nanny. Take as long as you need.
Belinda, why aren't you going with the Doctor? Don't you want to see Lagos yourself? I mean, why are you staying in the TARDIS? That doesn't make any sense.
Hi, Belinda. Just picking up my pills.
Well, there's our Mrs. Flood cameo. Wait a minute, what is she doing in that story that the Doctor's telling? And also, doesn't the Doctor recognise Mrs. Flood from hearing her voice? Or maybe he doesn't know Mrs. Flood very well. I mean, perhaps he just met her briefly in the Church of Ruby Road. another instance of a giant spider in Doctor Who, isn't it? I mean, the Doctor faced giant spiders when he was John Pertwee in Planet of the Spiders.
You're trying to increase your mental powers to infinity.
Exactly! I shall be the ruler of the entire universe!
And the Doctor faced giant spiders again when she was Jodie Whittaker in Arachnids in the UK.
You didn't mean you any harm. You're not supposed to be this big, and you're definitely not supposed to attack humans.
Funny how giant spiders keep coming back into Doctor Who, isn't it?
Anansi, the man spider. Saga, the Norse goddess. Even Loki, god of mischief.
Okay, I know that that's not Tom Hiddleston as Loki in that picture. You know that the barber is lying about who he claims to be.
And you were all those story lords?
Yes.
All those gods. You sure?
Yes.
What is so funny?
I'm surprised that the Doctor hasn't made a reference to Loki in the Marvel movies yet by this point in the episode.
Saga and I watched Marvel movies up until Endgame. She didn't like Thor, muscles were too small.
I was kidding! Also, when you mentioned Thor, did you mean the first Thor movie? Or did you mean Thor the Dark World, Thor Ragnarok, or Thor Love and Thunder? I hope it's the first movie that you were talking about. And also, did Doctor Who just make a reference to the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
I played chess with Bastet. I let her think that she let me let her win. She kicked my ass thoroughly.
Language, Doctor! Use the other swear word you've been using before.
I am sorry. I couldn't take you with me.
I was a fugitive back then, and Nancy was wrong to offer that bet. And frankly, darling, I was busy in a different story.
Oh, it's nice to see Joe Martin back as the fugitive Doctor in this episode. A shame that Joe Martin didn't get to meet or interact with Ncuti Gatwa in the episode. I mean, that would have been amazing, wouldn't it?
I am not connected to you.
No, the engine is connected to me. My stories, my voice. Look. On!
Just this once. All right, Sheffield. You have no idea who's going to die. Definitely not the man I was.
Telling their story, bickering.
It's nice to see the past Doctors making an appearance in that montage in the episode, but I have to wonder, did you forget to include Richard E. Grant in that montage? Or did you think we as viewers and fans would forget that montage sequence that you showed in the episode Rogue, where Richard E. Grant was one of the Doctors? Well, guess what, Doctor Who? I didn't forget that sequence.
I'm much older. Something much older, and far more powerful. I'm a Lord of Time.
This Doctor Who episode, it's okay, but I don't know, it was a bit too sophisticated for my liking. I mean, maybe on rewatches I might get into the episode more, but I'm inclined to agree with Peter Purvis in what he said about Doctor Who being a bit too sophisticated lately. I mean, remember these guys? Or these guys?
You are inferior and will be reborn as Cybermen, but you will perish upon maximum deletion. Delete.
Or even these guys? I think Doctor Who needs them back more than ever now. Oh, hello. I'm just looking through this book at the moment. This is The Good Doctor, a 13th Doctor adventure which was published in 2018, and it's by Juno Dawson. I really like this book. I enjoyed it when I read it back in 2018, and I enjoyed the audiobook that accompanied it, which is read by Claire Corbett. Yeah, I highly recommend The Good Doctor. It's a really good Doctor Who story. I wonder how this will compare to the TV episode, the Interstellar Song Contest, also written by Juno Dawson. Let's check it out, shall we? Before we begin, something I don't usually talk about is the posters that are shared online to promote the episode. These are like the posters that get shared online when the episode becomes available on BBC iPlayer. The poster for the Interstellar contest is a bit, unusual, to say the least. Don't get me wrong, it's fine. It's just, I wasn't expecting that to be the image for the poster. Wouldn't it have been better to have shown these two for the poster? Or these two for the poster? I mean, they stand out more than whatever the Doctor is doing in this pose. Gosh, he must be hurting his back doing that.
Welcome to the 803rd Interstellar Song Contest!
Nah, I'm not staying. I'm leaving. Roll credits, please. I'm sorry, I was only kidding.
No! Don't do that!
Oh, come on, Cuddles, let me have this one joke.
No! Not until you give me a raise!
I'm never giving you a raise. Also, I don't pay you.
Exactly!
Now, Doctor, you shouldn't land in seats that have been reserved. I mean, someone's going to complain that their seats have been taken.
Nobody seats for it.
It's too late now, they've missed it.
They're sitting in our seats. Look, those two people are sitting in seats that absolutely, positively, definitely belong to us.
See? What did I tell you? Those people are complaining about their seats being taken. I mean, those guys, they probably pre-ordered drinks and snacks before you and Belinda took their seats. And no doubt you and Belinda are having their drinks and snacks. This is why I don't reserve seats for trains anymore.
And now, from the planet Grimble, it's Doctor
I'm sorry. I know that some people have probably been sent off to their deaths by this point in the episode, but those little pink aliens with their trumpets, they put me in mind of the Muppets.
Phenomena. Phenomena. Phenomena.
Go back. Go back. Father, go back.
Hey, Caroline Ford is back as Susan! Oh, that's great! Oh, it's good to see Caroline Ford back as Susan in Doctor Who. I'm glad that Susan wasn't forgotten about, because it would be a shame if she was, since she was last mentioned in the previous season. And this wasn't like a fleeting cameo, by the way. Susan does pop up more than once in the episode.
I got this image.
I was clever making Gary because Mavity is holding him, but I triplicated the Mavity feed.
Seriously, Doctor? Oh, it's gravity, not Mavity. Why didn't you fix this problem since Wild Blue Yonder? Children, they're going to get confused when they're doing their science exams. It's gravity, not Mavity. Go back in time and sort it out.
Maybe you should give him a raise.
Oh, will you be quiet, Cuddles?
And now from the planet Dragon, it's COMPILATION.
Okay, you have Cow and Ford back as Susan, but not Mark Strickson as Turlo. And he's from the planet Tryon. Doesn't he get to sing in the Interstellar Song Contest? I'm very disappointed in you, episode.
How many people did you want to kill? 3 trillion! How about we try this 3 trillion times?
Wow, that's dark. That's the darkest I've ever seen Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor so far. I mean, he's really serious when he says he has ice in his heart. That's a very impressive moment of character development on the 15th Doctor's part. Well done, Juno Dawson.
Welcome, visitors. Hello. Wishing I had sold my likeness in perpetuity, but here we are.
I wondered when Graham Norton would appear in the episode. I didn't expect him to be a hologram, though. I mean, how come Ryland Clark gets put into suspended animation, and yet Graham Norton doesn't?
Planet Earth, age-old home of the human race. Also dogs, cats, ferrets, polar bears, and measles. Poor old Earth died many years ago. The history books say the planet ended on the old Earth date, May the 24th, 2025. It is said the planet disintegrated into rock and dust and ashes. Cause? Unknown.
Okay, I don't know if that was intended to be scary the way Graham Norton said it, but it was scary.
I'm afraid my double brainstem froze. Lethal for a time, lady. Suppose I should think of some famous last words. Let battle begin. Must we have in elegant? Oh, I'm ever so sorry, ma'am. By generated. Evidently, yes. Our name is Virani. Although she's become a Rani, while I'm the Rani. The definite article, so to speak.
Okay, apparently I was wrong. Mrs. Flood wasn't Susan after all. But at least I did have the Rani in my list of predictions on who Mrs. Flood was in the series. This should be interesting where the series goes next. The Rani is back! Wow! I was not expecting Mrs. Flood to bi-generate in the episode. That was quite a surprise. Mind you, I have questions. How come the Doctor didn't sense Mrs. Flood was the Rani when he spoke to her in the church on Ruby Road? Did she have a perception filter or something to prevent him sensing her Time Lord mind? What was with all the fourth wall breaking moments with Mrs. Flood in the Church of Ruby Road, Empire of Death, and the Robot Revolution? Is the Mrs. Flood version of the Rani like Deadpool when breaking the fourth wall? Why was Mrs. Flood wearing different outfits that resembled companions like Clara and the Merry Tam Romana? How long was Mrs. Flood on Earth for? And how exactly did she end up on Earth? Did she escape the Time War? And did she somehow know the Doctor would come to Earth to meet up with Ruby Sunday and Belinda Chandra at various points in time? Was Mrs. Flood living in the same neighbourhood as Ruby and Belinda, or do Ruby and Belinda live in separate neighbourhoods? Does Mrs. Flood have her own TARDIS? She must do if she was able to travel backwards and forwards in time to follow the Doctor in Lux, the Well, and the Interstellar Song Contest. How was she able to get positions of authority in the future in the Well, as well as in the present in Lucky Day? And why would she release Conrad from his prison cell in Lucky Day? And how come, when she bigenerated in the Interstellar Song Contest, did she seem subservient all of a sudden, when the new Rani seemed to take charge all of a sudden?
It just raises too many questions.
I enjoyed the Interstellar Song Contest. It was a good TV debut for Juno Dawson as a Doctor Who writer. Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. Mind you, I enjoyed The Good Doctor more than I enjoyed the Interstellar Song Contest. I mean, it might be just me, but I do get more out of a Doctor Who book than I do out of watching a TV episode. Maybe the Interstellar Song Contest will get a Target novelisation someday. I hope so. Maybe just to prove a point. I did enjoy the Interstellar Song Contest, but this was more enjoyable for me when I read and listened to it back in 2018. If you want a 15th Doctor book adventure, then I recommend Ruby Red. This is a good Doctor Who story. I read this last year, and I also read it with the audiobook, which is read by Millie Gibson. It's excellent. I highly recommend the Ruby Red as a Doctor Who story, both in book and audio form. Today is a day of reckoning, according to Doctor Who magazine. No, seriously, I'm not even kidding. This is what the latest issue of Doctor Who magazine looks like. And you know what? Doctor Who magazine is right. It is a day of reckoning. A final reckoning. Yes, that's right. I'm off to go and see Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning at the cinema. I'm looking forward to seeing this film. See you later. And I'm back. I had a good time seeing Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Yes, great film with Tom Cruise, and it was good to see it on IMAX. Anyway, it's time to check out the first part of the two-part finale of Doctor Who, called Wish World. Let's go and check it out.
Morning, darling.
Morning, sweetheart.
Whoa! The Doctor and Companion in bed together? I mean, that's unheard of! You know that this is a fantasy, right? We didn't see the Doctor pop the question to Belinda, did we?
Meow. Did you see a cat? Meow.
Well, I'll give the episode this. We have Captain Poppy talking like a toddler, not actually talking as in her and these other space babies talking in the episode Space Babies.
And the weather's going to be nice. All across England and the whole of Great Britain.
Liar! It's been cloudy for most of the day, Conrad. Unless you give us a rendition of Mr. Blue Sky to cheer us all up, I can't believe a word that you're saying. Incidentally, I found this rendition of Mr. Blue Sky on YouTube quite recently.
Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. So how did we go wrong?
Do you know what day tomorrow is, Poppy? It's May Day.
Mayday! Mayday! Mayday!
No, it's not May Day. We had that earlier this month on Early Bank Holiday Monday, didn't we? I mean, it's also not Spring Bank Holiday. I mean, that's Monday. We're on Saturday. Shouldn't we have this on the 26th of May, not May the 24th? I know this is a tie-in with the transmission date of the episode, May the 24th, but still...
Hi.
Ruby! Hello! It's good to see Millie Gibson back in Doctor Who! Yes, I know, we saw her recently in Lucky Day, but it's still nice to see her again.
Are you called the Doctor?
My name is John Smith.
Okay, but it's not. I don't know why. It's just not. And you're John Smith's wife. I certainly am. Who are you? That's your daughter.
Of course it is. That's Poppy.
I'm sorry, but you don't have a daughter. No, please, I'm so sorry. My name's Ruby, I swear. I'm just trying to help.
Well, I believe you, Ruby. Yes, absolutely. I'm willing to trust you on what you say. Let's go and solve this mystery together, shall we?
Hello? I have someone expressing doubt. The address is 11 Calico Avenue.
Yeah, okay. Report on her, why don't you? I mean, obviously you, Doctor, and you, Belinda, have succumbed to this world of madness which you have no questions about.
You're called Mel. I'm sorry, do I know you?
Good to see you too, Mel. It's nice to see Bonnie Langford back in Doctor Who as well. Interesting that Mel is living in the same neighbourhood as the Dr. Belinda, isn't it?
One more day till May the 24th. Any plans?
I'm single, no parents, no children, so I will sit in silent contemplation and be jolly glad.
Poor you, Mel. Whatever happened between you and Sabalonglitz?
Maybe you shouldn't doubt things so much, Poppy. Huh?
Wow, that's a lot of yellow mugs. Well, at least they're not short on supply. And is that cupboard bigger on the inside to contain so many mugs?
What's all that about, Mr. Smith?
Oh, never mind.
How many broken mugs has Mel thrown away in that bin? And how come all the bins are orange?
Oh, sorry, that was a slip. Sorry, that was a slip.
I've got it, don't worry.
I'm sensing a pattern here. Like, when someone doubts, a mug instantly smashes to the floor.
How long were you with Poppy?
How long was I what?
In labour.
I can't remember.
Yeah, a mug's gonna break.
It's funny, but I can't remember.
A mug's gonna break.
What was it like, Pops? Do you remember? Day of your birth.
A mug's gonna break. Come on. A mug's gonna break. Do it already.
Oh, that was quite a slip.
Okay, I didn't expect to see so many mugs to break, but at least I was right about there being a pattern. Incidentally, those yellow mugs, they look really boring. I mean, couldn't you have something a little bit more interesting than that?
Here you go, Tim. Here's a cup of tea for you.
Oh, thank you, Mum. That's very kind of you.
My pleasure.
Yes, I know this mug is yellow, but at least it's got Cadbury's mini eggs on it.
Well, you're my child in a manner of speaking. It could be said that you sprang from my loins. That's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard.
I agree. I mean, who says that? And out in the open? Seriously, Mrs. Flood, you should keep that remark to yourself. Oh wait, you did keep that to yourself. Oh, sorry, Mrs. Flood. It's often a challenge to remember that you and the Rani are the same person.
Yeah, he's like king and ruler and emperor and god. I mean, how did Conrad become god of the earth?
Maybe you should rewatch the 2023 remake of The Little Mermaid and find out, Ruby. I mean, he was a prince in that.
Everyone had forgotten, but the secret was beginning to wake. And the doctor said,
Susan tries to get in touch with the doctor on the telly. That reminds me of something. I've seen that before somewhere.
Hi! Everyone alright?
This is another example of Russell T Davies repeating things from his original era in his new era, isn't it?
Doctor, can you hear me? I haven't got much time. They're coming. And this hell dimension is sliding into the pit. I don't know if I'm gonna survive.
Okay, I wasn't expecting Rogue to appear in the episode. I wonder how he fits into all this. Maybe that might get answered in part 2 of the story.
Doctor. Yes, Doctor. Oh, come on, we go way back. What about this? It's called the Seal of Rassilon. Is any of this making sense?
Okay, why are we going the long way around this? Wouldn't it make sense for the Rani to give the Doctor his memories back, as well as Belinda's? I mean, why are we doing this? I mean, why is the Rani going to all this trouble just to torment the Doctor? Or did I just answer my own question?
Yes, I have a different face.
Oh, it's nice to see those shots of Kate O'Mara as the Rani, including one from Dimensions in Time. Very nice to see those shots. A shame Siobhan Redmond's Rani from the Big Finish audios wasn't included in those shots. Again, nice to see the Doctors in a montage. Plus, it's better than the one that we had in the story in the engine. But seriously? No Richard E. Grant? Was it really difficult to include a scene of him from The Curse of Fatal Death as the Doctor? Has the Doctor Who production team forgotten that they included Richard E. Grant in that scene of the Doctor's faces in the episode Rogue? Do I need to show the clip from Rogue again to remind people? No, I don't, but here it is again so that I can reinforce the point.
I'm much older. There's something much older and far more powerful. I'm a Lord of Time. Tell me who you're looking for.
Omega.
Omega. The first Time Lord.
Wow! Omega is back in Doctor Who! How exciting is that?
But Omega died, Master.
Did he, Cuddles? Did he?
Yes, he did. You know he did. The Doctor shot him in Amsterdam. Nisha and Tegan were with him. Remember?
Well, that's nothing, Cuddles. I mean, you know, Rogue Time Lords often return to Doctor Who just in the same way as Spider-Man villains often return in comics and TV shows. So I wouldn't worry too much about it.
If you say so, Master.
But yes, Omega is back in Doctor Who! I wonder what Omega will look like in the new TV series. Okay, apparently those were audio clips of Omega, voiced by Stephen Thorne, from the Gallifrey audio story Intervention Earth by Big Finish. Well, surely we'll get to see a glimpse of Omega before the episode ends. Are you serious? How can you cut like that? How can you cut before we get to see what Omega looks like in new series form? How can you tease us to wait for the second episode of this two-part story for us to get to see what Omega looks like? Looking forward to it though. I mean, Wishworld has been a gripping opening episode to this two-part finale, hasn't it? Hello everyone! Here I am at Collectomania Milton Keynes. I'm having a good time so far today. The Batmobile is here. And I've seen Millie Gibson, who plays Ruby Sunday in Doctor Who. Here's some photos of me with Millie. Anyway, after I finished here today, I'm going to be off to Cineworld in Milton Keynes, where I'll be seeing the two-part finale of Series 15 of Doctor Who called Wishworld and the Reality War. Looking forward to it. Well, here I am at Cineworld, about to see the two-part finale of Doctor Who. Very excited I am. As soon as I've seen this two-part finale on the cinema, I'll be heading home to share my reactions on the Reality War. Looking forward to it. See you later! Okay, I've seen the Reality War. I know what happens in this final episode of Series 15 of Doctor Who. If you've not seen the Reality War yet, I highly recommend that you check that out first before you go any further with this video, because there's a lot happening in this episode, especially towards the end. For those of you who have seen the Reality War, I want to make something very, very clear. These reactions by me are based on my personal experience of the episode. I'm not expecting everyone to agree with me on what I think and feel about the Reality War. If you like the Reality War, that's great! If you didn't like the Reality War, that's fine. I'm sharing what I think and feel about the final episode of Series 15 of Doctor Who. The end of the Reality War is surprising and shocking, but I hope through this video you'll find my opinions and my reactions on certain moments in the episode very entertaining and interesting, whether you agree or disagree with my opinions. With that said, let's begin.
Welcome to the Time Hotel. Would you like to come with me, sir?
Anita! Oh, it's great to see Steph Diwali back in Doctor Who. I've met her in person recently at Capital Cutaway in London, back in April this year. Here's an autograph she signed for me. Wow. She kept it quiet about returning to Doctor Who when I saw her in person back in April. I wonder if I'll ever see Steph Diwali at another convention. Hopefully I will. Maybe I'll get a photo with her.
Rosie!
Oh, nice to see Yasmin Finney back as Rose Noble in Doctor Who. No sign of her mother, Donna Noble. I wonder what's become of her lately.
I want to save the world.
Did Shirley's wheelchair go off at 88 miles per hour? Because those fire trails, they look like she shot off into the past or the future, like the DeLorean from Back to the Future. How is it that Mel's motorcycle looks more orange than those orange bins? We still don't have an explanation for why the bins are orange, as well as the mugs. You didn't need to drive the motorcycle into unit, Mel. You could have just parked it outside.
I have been a housewife.
No, you haven't, Mel. You said it yourself. You were single and you had no parents or children. Remember?
I'm single, no parents, no children, so I will sit in silent contemplation.
Did Russell T Davies not proofread his scripts for this two-parter when it came to writing for Mel?
Mel, I'm sorry. It is the Rani.
She's still alive. I fought the Rani when I travelled with the Doctor all those years ago. She's ruthless. Worse than ruthless, she's indifferent. The whole universe is just an experiment to her. And Melanie, we meet again. I never thought about you once. Oh, you thought of me every night.
These, of course, are references to the time when Mel met the Rani in the Doctor Who story called Time and the Rani, which was the debut of Sylvester McCoy as the Seventh Doctor. The Rani in that story was played by Kate O'Mara. For those who've not seen Time and the Rani, here's a brief summary.
Bing bing, bang bang, zap zap, bong bong, boom!
I want the man, not the girl.
I'm regenerating! Ah! Who are you? It's me, Mel. You look nothing like Mel. Shut up, you've lost your memory. I need you to help me fix something. Who are you? I'm the Doctor. No, you're not. Yes, I am. I'll show you not to lie to me. Wah!
Okay, you got me. I'm not Mel, I'm the Rani. Now I'm gonna put you in a machine. Zzz.
Wah! Why are you doing this? Let him go!
I'm putting him with all the other great minds inside a big brain.
Blobby, blobby, blobby.
You'll never defeat me.
Oh, yes, I will. Oh, no, you won't. Oh, yes, I will.
Blobby, blobby. I have the answer. Blobby, blobby.
I've won! I've won! No, you haven't. I beat you, Arnie. No! That's not fair. Say goodbye, Mel. Goodbye, Mel.
Ah! I'm diving inside my TARDIS with bat things! Thank goodness I'm not hanging upside down.
And there you go.
Hello, everyone. I'm Belinda.
And this is our daughter Poppy.
Well, now you're going too far.
The Doctor and Belinda actually had a daughter? Is that possible? I mean, not that I'm not wishing for that to happen, it's just... Does this tie into why Susan Cat keeps on appearing in the Interstellar Song Contest and recently in Wish World?
You don't understand. That's why I keep telling you that Poppy is so special because she is impossible. The child of a Time Lord. There's no such thing.
We're sterile.
We are infertile.
Doesn't Poppy solve everything? I mean, she's Time Lord DNA.
Well, yes, except the mother.
What about me? Human.
The child is contaminated.
They seem to be really going for this idea that the Doctor and Belinda have a daughter named Poppy, and that she looks like Captain Poppy from Space Babies. Well, I hope this doesn't get changed as the episode progresses. I mean, it'd be such a shame and a bit of a cheat if that were to happen, wouldn't it?
The tomb of Omega, or his prison, his asylum. I suggest we find out.
Okay, so this should be interesting. We're finally going to see what Omega looks like in new series form. I'm looking forward to this. I mean, I hope that this will match to the designs of Omega in previous stories, like The Three Doctors and Arc of Infinity.
Without me, there would be no time travel. You and our fellow Time Lords would still be locked in your own time.
If you cooperate, you will come to no further harm. You intruded where you had no business to be.
So yeah, this should be exciting and interesting. I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to seeing what Omega looks like after all these years, after being trapped in the antimatter world, or the Underverse as it's now called. So, what do we get?
A giant bone monster that almost makes him look like a skeleton.
Are you sure that's not the Ergon? As in one of Omega's failed experiments? Because that looks like one of Omega's failed experiments.
Seriously, what's this obsession that Russell T Davies seems to have with turning decent-looking classic Doctor Who villains into giant CGI monsters?
It happened with Sutek in The Legend of Ruby Sunday and Empire of Death. Now it's happened again with Omega in Wish World and The Reality War. I just don't get this. I'm so sorry. I really am sorry. I really was laughing out loud when I saw that on the big screen. I mean, that is just so funny. The Rani getting eaten up by Omega. I mean, that's just pure comedy gold.
So much for the two Ranis. It's a good night from me.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect anything less. She had to use the Rani's time ring to get away, didn't she? Although, does this mean we'll be seeing Mrs. Flood again in future episodes? Will she regenerate? Or bigenerate? This does give me an idea of doing a future Rani story for Doctor Who's 70th anniversary. Wow, that was easy. Almost as if the build-up to Omega's reveal in the two-part finale was rather wasted. I mean, I remember Omega being more difficult to defeat in The Three Doctors and Arc of Infinity. Did Russell T Davies ever understand Omega as a Doctor Who character to begin with?
Yes, the blue button. That'll get you to Conrad, so you can stop him and bring his wish to an end.
Well, how do we do that? What do we do? Can I punch him? Yes, you can.
No! Don't punch him! Never resort to violence, no matter how many bad things Conrad has done. That should never be considered.
I want to say thank you.
Sure.
I mean it. It could have been so much worse. A fantasy world, I'd expect guns and whiskey and girls, but yours is nice. You try to give everyone a family. That time we spent together. You never mentioned your dad.
Oh! This is nice. Ruby's being kind to Conrad. That's what I expect Ruby Sunday to do. What I expect any Doctor Who companion to do. I rather like this. This is very nice. Ruby is being kind to Conrad.
But some of it was true. You and me. Because I was there, Conrad. In the dark. When I made you smile.
Does this mean that Ruby and Conrad might end up being together? If Conrad gets a second chance? I hope so. I mean, speaking personally, it'd be a shame if that didn't happen.
Conrad, I wish you to be happy.
Okay, this didn't end with Ruby punching Conrad. That's good. I'm very happy about this. Maybe Ruby and Conrad do end up together at some point in the episode.
Reporting from Empress House, and I found you.
Stop filming me.
Chief cook and bottle washer. Nice little place in Lewisham. I think Ruby did a very kind thing.
Is that it? Ruby doesn't get to have her happy ending with Conrad, or with anyone. I mean, I feel that Ruby's story has been left unfinished, even when the Doctor goes to rescue Poppy for Belinda. Is it really too much to ask to have Ruby having her own happy ending. Not the happy ending as narrated by Mrs. Flood at the end of Empire of Death.
What are you showing me that for? Man. Oh, man.
Oh my goodness!
How many times does this have to be addressed? No Richard E. Grant in a Doctor's montage? Has the Doctor Who production team really forgotten they included Richard E. Grant in the Doctor's Faces scene in the episode Rogue?
Look, I know Richard E. Grant's Doctors aren't considered canon, but why include his face in the Doctor's Faces scene at all if you're not going to follow it up in another episode?
Did you think that this was a blink and you'll miss it moment for viewers and fans? You can clearly see Richard E. Grant's face in that scene of the Doctor's Faces in the episode Rogue.
I'm much older. Something much older. Far more powerful. I'm a Lord of Time.
And do you know what the irony of all this is? Jonathan Groff as Rogue was in Wish World recently. And he doesn't appear in the Reality War. Not really.
Why would you have Rogue make a cameo in Wish World if you're not going to have him appear in the Reality War? Surely you could have had Rogue make an appearance in the episode and have him be rescued by the Doctor at some point.
What is the point of having Rogue make a cameo in Wish World if you're not going to have him appear in the Reality War? That doesn't count! Anita was looking for the Doctor on his past adventures, including Rogue, as well as Day of the Daleks and the Wedding of River Song.
That scene was also there to give the impression that Anita liked the Doctor and was disappointed that he liked Rogue instead? Oh well, at least it was interesting to see Anita have feelings for the Doctor in that moment.
Okay, we now come to what is seriously, and I'm saying this without any sarcasm, my favourite scene in the entirety of the Reality War.
Okay, let's say best male, but don't tell the others.
What? How are you here?
I know, I shouldn't be here at all.
This truly made me happy as a Doctor Who fan when I saw this two-part story on the big screen. Jodie Whittaker is back as the 13th Doctor! I'm so pleased that I got to see the episode, The Reality War, on the big screen, just to see that. Jodie Whittaker is back! Oh, she is one of my favourite Doctors. I thought we had seen the last of her in The Power of the Doctor. I'm just so overwhelmed and happy that Jodie Whittaker came back. And to think that I've actually met her 3 times at conventions.
Redecorated. I don't like it.
And this adds to the list of the Doctor saying, "You've redecorated. I don't like it," since it began with Patrick Troughton saying it in The Three Doctors.
I can see you've been doing the TARDIS up a bit. I don't like it. You've had this place redecorated, haven't you? Don't like it. Oh, you've redecorated. I don't like it. Oh, you've redecorated. I don't like it.
Redecorated. I don't like it.
It's so good to see you again, Jodie. I've missed you, and it's great that you got to say one of Patrick Troughton's famous lines.
Look, we never change. All these faces and we never really change.
And hopefully you never will, Doctor. You never will.
Well, come on, she's waiting.
Who is?
Poppy.
Poppy. Poppy, 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 Poppy. Oh. Who's her father?
Her father's Richie. Richie Akimbola. I've known him since I was 21.
So, the Doctor and Belinda aren't Poppy's parents at all? all that stuff beforehand with them discussing the possibility of the Doctor and Belinda being Poppy's parents wasn't real? Russell T Davies changed that towards the episode's end? Then what was the point of Susan appearing in Wishworld? Remember that moment?
Everyone had forgotten, but the secret was beginning to wake. And the Doctor said,
Why would you include that cameo of Susan in Wishworld if you're not going to follow it up in the reality war? I mean, I was kind of hoping that Carol Ann Ford would return as Susan then. A proper return, where she met Ncuti Gatwa as the Doctor. Thank you, Russell, for a pointless cameo?
A pointless cameo!
Never mind, Miami. Poppy's waiting for me. My daughter. Never mind Happy New Year. I've got to be home for Poppy on May the 24th. If I'm not back by 7:30, I'm in trouble. I can't wait for you to meet Poppy.
You'd think that those scenes were included in episodes like The Robot Revolution, Lux, The Well, Lucky Day, The Story and the Engine, and the Interstellar Song Contest, but they weren't. Trust me, I checked the episodes and transcripts of these episodes to be sure that Poppy was mentioned, but she wasn't mentioned in any of the episodes. To give you a comparison, here's a scene from The Robot Revolution.
Doctor, I told you, get me home. You are not.
Here's that same scene again from The Robot Revolution, with a difference where she mentions Poppy in the reality war.
Doctor, I told you, get me home. 24th of May, 2025, I need to get back for Poppy.
Very different versions of those Robot Revolution scenes. I mean, one where Belinda didn't mention Poppy, and one where she did mention her. Is the point of this two-part story that because the Doctor went back to rescue Poppy, that reality changed quite significantly? If so, it's very confusing.
I'm never alone with you. Joy to the world!
No. You're still not convincing me. You're not convincing me that Joy from Joy to the World is the Star of Bethlehem. That's never going to happen. Even I have principles when it comes to mixing fiction with reality. No. This can't be happening. You're not doing this. You're seriously doing this, aren't you? The rumours can't be true. Can they?
What the...
So, Billy Piper is the Doctor now, huh? Well, granted, this did shock me, as was the intention, and thankfully the Doctor regenerated instead of bigenerated, but I was seriously not expecting them to go in this direction. I mean, wow, just wow. I was in shock when I saw this at the cinema. I was hoping that they wouldn't go in this direction, as I avoided believing the rumours that came on the internet. When I was at the cinema in Milton Keynes, my best friend from school had a different reaction to me when we saw that regeneration scene. His reaction was like,
Woohoo! Billy Piper is back in Doctor Who! And she's now the Doctor! I'm so happy! Yay!
Whereas my reaction to this was,
Is that it? Ncuti Gatwa isn't going to do a third season? That's the end of the 15th Doctor era? Well, that's just prime.
no, seriously, I didn't want Ncuti Gatwa's era to end there, for the simple reason that we had no prior announcement that he was leaving at all. Certainly rumours in media reports, but no official announcement by the BBC. I just feel that Ncuti Gatwa has been shortchanged here. Why did he just do 2 seasons? He could have done a 3rd season, surely.
granted, it's better than Christopher Eccleston having only 1 season as the Doctor, but how come Ncuti Gatwa didn't do at least 3 seasons like some of the previous Doctors? At least Jodie Whittaker did 3 seasons and 5 specials from 2018 to 2022, making her the Doctor more than 3 years. Why did we have to end the 15th Doctor era on such an abrupt note? I was willing to give Ncuti Gatwa a fair chance. I wanted him to last longer compared to just having 2 seasons. In fact, his Doctor is incomplete without having faced Daleks and Cybermen. Didn't Ncuti Gatwa want to face the Daleks before he left Doctor Who? Didn't he say he'd be disappointed if Russell T Davies didn't have him facing the Daleks in his era? Is this really the end of Ncuti Gatwa's era? Or is this some ploy played by Russell T Davies and his production team into making us think Billy Piper is the new Doctor and Ncuti Gatwa is coming back after all once the TV show returns in 2027, I believe? And now we have Billy Piper replacing Ncuti Gatwa. What does this mean for the TV show's future? Is Billy Piper really the 16th Doctor, or is she somebody else? The end credits just say introducing Billy Piper, whereas Ncuti Gatwa and Jodie Whittaker were credited as the Doctors. What does it mean when Billy Piper is not credited as the Doctor in the end credits? Is this some sort of a mystery that Russell T Davies is playing with us as an audience? There is speculation that the reason the Doctor has now taken Billy Piper's form is because Rose looked into the time vortex in the parting of the ways. Is that really true? Is the reason that the Doctor now looks like Rose Tyler is because that the TARDIS connected with him during the regeneration? Or maybe this isn't the Doctor. Perhaps it's the moment from the day of the Doctor. Will this ever get answered when Doctor Who returns on TV? And what happens if it doesn't return in 2027? Will this be a mystery left unresolved? And will we have to speculate on this for a very, very long time?
The appropriate response to these questions is the Batman Forever clip.
It just raises too many questions.
Couldn't agree with you more, Val Kilmer. Couldn't agree with you more.
But Master, you must admit that you would like Sarah Sutton, who plays Nisha in Doctor Who. You'd like her to be the Doctor, wouldn't you?
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
Yes, I would. Thank you, everyone, for joining me on this journey that I've been on in doing quick video reactions on the episodes of Series 15 of Doctor Who. It's been fun. I've really enjoyed it. And I'm very pleased that I finished it off with seeing Wish World and the Reality War at Cineworld in Milton Keynes. And it was great to see Millie Gibson at the convention, the Collectomania Milton Keynes event, to enhance the viewing experience. I doubt that I'll be doing more quick video reactions on future Doctor Who episodes. This might be my last one. I certainly won't be doing any quick video reactions on the upcoming spin-off series, The War Between the Land and the Sea. I'm going to do a text review on that on my blog instead. So, but I'm looking forward to seeing that when it comes out. And of course, I'll have my in-depth reviews on series 14 and 15 of Doctor Who to look forward to. In the meantime, please keep safe. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, everyone. Bye!
So, my dear, what did you think of Series 15 of Doctor Who? Oh, it was rubbish. I thought it was absolute rubbish. Oh, now don't be like that, my dear. Well, I'm only saying it as it is, and you know I'm right, don't you? You know I'm right. It was rubbish. Yes. Oh. Oh.
Anyway, after I finished here today, I'll be going off to Cineworld in Milton Keynes to see the two-part finale of Series 15 of Doctor Who called Wish World and the Reality Wall. Reality Wall. Take 2. You want to do that again?
So, the Doctor and Belinda aren't Poppies?
Poppies.
Poppies. Keep rolling.
No! Don't do that!
Oh, come on, Cuddles. At least have me... Let me... Take 2. Sorry. Sorry, Cuddles.
Okay.
Right.